What you feeling? What you feeling? Niggas in the making millions. Yeah, smoked out in the billion. Yeah, fuck a bitch in her feelings. I'm from a city where you niggas might get clocked at. Put a bag for them pounds on them 100 rounds. Bitch niggas wanna talk on my name. Bitch jet come equipped with some plan. It's what kinda how I'm living. Just a king in this kingdom, and I'm watching out for hitters, cause my spot is gon' get them. No matter how that I'm feeling. Money be keep it reelin'. Fuck is what I'm feeling. I'ma run it up. Fuck a bad bitch when I'm coming up. It's a player game, baby, so we turn it up. It's a life lesson learned, so I earn it up. What you feeling? What you feeling? Niggas in the making millions. Yeah, smoked out in the billion. Yeah, fuck a bitch in her feelings. What you feeling? What you feeling? Niggas in the making millions. Yeah, smoked out in the billion. Fuck a bitch in her feelings.
How you feeling? How you feeling? How you want to? Have you creeping from the streaming of my songs too? How you feeling? How you feeling? What you won't do? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you want to? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you want to? Yeah, it's really how I'm gon' do. Yeah, I'm just doing what he won't do. Yeah, I'm just moving how he won't move. Yeah.
How you feeling, little baby? I'm in the building. Come to Royal, get to chillin'. I'm giving a great healing. I'm a 5'9" nigga, you know we big steppers. I'm a cold ass hearted motherfucker, applying pressure. I be getting money, something you won't do. My brother said he got me for life, I got him too. Only nigga I know could take a mile in my shoes. Y'all be tripping on me, but he getting on you, it's a difference, nigga. Your bitch on my line saying how she missing, nigga. She wanna come kiss and liquor while gripping a nigga. Smoking backwoods, chillin', I'm living, my nigga. So how you feeling, nigga? Feel how you want to, cause we ain't tripping, nigga. Smoking backwoods, chillin', I'm living, my nigga. So how you feeling, nigga? Feel how you want to, little nigga. Feel how you want to, cause we ain't tripping, nigga.
What you feeling? What you feeling? Niggas in the making millions. Yeah, smoked out in the billion. Yeah, fuck a bitch in her feelings. What you feeling? What you feeling? Niggas in the making millions. Yeah, smoked out in the billion. Fuck a bitch in her feelings. Yeah. What you feeling? What you feeling? Niggas in the making millions. Yeah, smoked out in the billion. Yeah, fuck a bitch in her feelings. I'm from a city where you niggas might get clocked at. Put a bag for them pounds on them 100 rounds. Bitch niggas wanna talk on my name. Bitch jet come equipped with some plan. It's what kinda how I'm living. Just a king in this kingdom, and I'm watching out for hitters, cause my spot is gon' get them. No matter how that I'm feeling. Money be keep it reelin'. Fuck is what I'm feeling. I'ma run it up. Fuck a bad bitch when I'm coming up. It's a player game, baby, so we turn it up. It's a life lesson learned, so I earn it up. What you feeling? What you feeling? Niggas in the making millions. Yeah, smoked out in the billion. Yeah, fuck a bitch in her feelings. What you feeling? What you feeling?
What's up, chat? Thanks for dropping by, everybody. How you guys doing tonight? Appreciate you guys all out there watching.
How's it going?
Sup?
Happy Monday. It's a little slow Monday for me. Work went by quick, but everything else feels a little slow motion to me.
I don't know. I can't say work went by quick for me. It was pretty long day.
That sucks. I was in the zone. I was making shit and then like getting hella, like I had hella shit to do. I still got hella shit to do tomorrow. So, like actual work shit. Actual work.
Can't tell if you guys are trying to spell my name incorrectly, ironically, or not. I'll just let it continue.
You said somebody's Windows open, Aaron? What do you mean, Windows open? Okay. Well, we'll wait for him to reply to see. I know I have what's it called? Our stream up, but I also have it muted, so we cannot hear that. But anyways, what is up, everybody, and welcome to the Upkeep, where every week we catch you up on the events and news going on in the world of cEDH. I'm one of the hosts, Camtastic, and joining us always, we have our other host, Nico, aka Mexi Delight. That's Nico with a C, not a K. How's it going, Nico?
NICO. It's going pretty well. G Money, you did get my name right, but Dookie, he's messing with me for sure. But I'm doing pretty well. I'm picturing a cat tower where this printer is in the near future.
Oh yeah.
Hang on, chat. It'll happen.
Sounds like a good idea. Wonder how you
Yeah.
came up with that one.
Come on. You weren't. It's not like you were the only person to think a cat tower in that spot would be a good idea.
I was talking about it even being on camera, having its own camera.
We'll see about that. That's a bit much, but we'll see. We'll see.
I've always wanted to do like carpeted shelves like around my office where the
Mhm.
cat can just like run around and stuff. I've seen people do that before. That's always been really cool.
Mhm.
I've thought about that like for this space here, but I don't want her to be able to get
That's
up
fair.
there.
Yeah, you'd come home one day and it should be all and all your deck boxes just everywhere.
Exactly.
Claw marks in the leather ones, and
That'd be
Well,
terrible. Oh my god.
that would be awful, especially since those are some really nice deck boxes.
Mhm.
But that leads me to our third host, Julian the Magician MTG. How's it going, Julian?
Going good, going good. Excited for another week of Magic Talk.
Hell yeah, I'm excited to hang out with the viewers.
Mhm.
Speaking of viewers, you guys remember you can always catch us here on YouTube every Monday at 6 p.m. for the live show. But if you happen to miss out, you can catch us on the VOD on YouTube or the audio episode on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And with all that out of the way, it's time for the show. All right.
So what's new, fellas? What's happening? What's on your
We
plate
got
for tonight?
not too much. We got a lot of spoilers. I haven't looked over a ton of them. I just kind of look over the ones like in the discords that I'm in that people are interested in. So like mainly the ones that might go in my decks. But yeah, we got a big old dump of spoilers, and Hobbit hasn't even come out yet. So it's like
Yeah.
never ending spoiler season.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I mean, pre-release is this weekend, so we needed to get rid of everything so that everybody could start meta decking, even though everything's gonna be super random and it's not even draft. It's just a sealed pre-release. So
Mhm.
Yeah, everybody
I'm-
hunt down those gleaming splendors.
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm doing pre-release this week for Hobbit. I don't know about you guys. I can't pass up a Hobbit pre-release. Some of these Universes Beyond ones, they just get me right away, and I enjoy a pre-release anyway.
I will not be playing Magic this week.
Boo. Boo.
Yeah,
Everybody boo Camtastic right now.
it happens occasionally. Sometimes I got to take a week off. 'Tis my father-in-law's birthday. So I'll be on spell table. I'll be around. I need to get that practice in before Breach.
And remind us all, when is Breach again?
Breach is August 21st and 22nd. So not this weekend or next weekend, but the weekend after. And then next week I will be in LA for a few days, so I'll get a chance to practice down there with the BFF crew. So that'll be really cool. And then yeah. Then I'll be on my grind the week after. Probably playing spell
Nice.
table every night.
I'll be there to kick your ass, don't worry.
Every night except for Big Brother, Game of Thrones. What else is on your TV schedule?
Silo. But those all happen after 8
Silo.
o'clock, so I can spell table up until 8 o'clock. So Big Brother doesn't start till 8. Yeah. So I'll actually be missing Big Brother while I'm in LA, which is crazy. I never miss Big Brother, but gotta work. It's either that or go to LA on my work from home day and then come home on a Friday, which I would rather not do. So
Yeah.
but I haven't been down there in a bit, so I'm excited to play with Wayne and the crew and Ben and all them. So it's gonna be nice to get Crystal out of the meta for a little bit.
Yeah, we've got several people switching up decks now, including myself.
Mhm.
I know this last Friday we had a few pivots. I think a normal VV player was on Rog Tavesh.
Gross.
I'm now on Turtles, Mikey, and Leo to be specific, because Raph and Mikey is also a new big thing that seems to be outplaying Atali from what I hear.
It's
Yeah.
outplaying me. I lost to it twice. I lost to it
Yeah,
twice in a row
Cam.
on Friday.
Cam, tell us about your Friday night. I know people are very eager.
Yeah, I wasn't even there, so please paint a
Right.
picture.
Yeah, you guys never ask when I win, but when I get dead ass last, man, dude, I got whooped by Raph and Mikey 2 games in a row. Nobody mulliganed. Well, there was a weird one. It was just rough. I just got seat deft a couple times, and it just was not my night. I feel like I kept making just poor decisions. Like I would take forever to make a decision, and then immediately after I made the decision and passed, I'm like, why the hell did I do that? I should have done X, Y, and Z instead of that. So it was just and like just kept happening all freaking night. And so it was just not my night. Not at all. It was not in the right mental space to play. And it was actually like that all week, even when I was playing in Spell Table too. I've got like some stuff going on in the background that's kind of messing with me up here. So I gotta work that out. And as far as like I started this new medication that's really like, I don't know, it's doing different things up in my brain. So I gotta figure out how to organize my thoughts. It's helped a lot with work. I'm like dead ass on track with work, but I just gotta figure some things out. So this is I'm glad I'm doing it before Breach the Bay, so I can tweak some things and figure some stuff out. So
Definitely, yeah. Get to take some time for sure.
yeah, welcome Bryce. Thanks for dropping by, Art of Alexander.
Hmm. And roommate says Triple C has like 4 crystal players now. For sure, at least 4.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's gross.
Thanks for dropping by, Thomas. We appreciate you, Aaron. Hans, thank you.
Well, yeah,
So
dude.
let's
You
talk about
had
turtles.
Yeah, you had a rough
Yeah.
Friday. Mine wasn't too much better. I got a draw on Friday and 2 losses, and the draw was a good match. That was with Ed in there, and it, so Turtles
Which
is a big change from our Ed. Hi at me, Ed. Um, I guess I should back up because Turtles is a big change for me because I haven't played Blue for a long time or anything with Control. So for me to be playing a mid-range long game control deck is a big pivot. So I was making a bunch of mistakes. By a bunch, I mean like 1 per game probably. I know there was a game or 2 where I had like a second mistake. So I know I'll get better. And I'm not used to having all that interaction. So like what to interact with and when, what kind of things. I've never had so many options in my hand. There was a game I played where I literally had, it was like a Bowmaster, a Gamble, a Rhystic Study, a Misdirection, a Fierce Guardianship, a Commandeer, and I had a 5th blue card that I can't think of. And I was like,
Jeez.
I don't know what to do with all this.
Decision paralysis. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're really gonna have to
Uh,
brush up on your metagame knowledge too to know how to interact with these
definitely.
decks.
Mhm.
Definitely. And now there's
Yeah.
more and more different decks too, so it's
Mhm.
getting a little bit harder, all these fringe things. But it was a fun night. And yeah, the game with the draw just went to time, and I was a pain in the ass for Ed. He kept trying to win. I just kept saying no. And so yeah, went to time, and that was it. So it was fun, a nice change up, and I'm looking forward to playing more Turtles. And shout out to Rugged Prince for hooking me up with some proxies last minute. So thanks.
Yeah, I would say blue from the last time you played has changed dramatically because I think the last blue deck you played was Atraxa, right?
Atracta, yep.
Yeah, and I mean
So
back
been
then
a couple years.
we weren't playing Misdirection, and Commandeer
Mhm.
was really crazy, and like
Yeah.
Snapback and like stuff like that. Like that stuff wasn't in the
Yeah.
meta at all.
All these even the non-blue um interaction cards that I have the alternate casting costs of Snuff Out. Okay, Snuff Out's like my new favorite card. Oh my god. So even the game that we played, it was us 3 and Ed, and you 2 were on the Crystal Mirror match. So yeah, Julian, you threw a, I don't even remember if it was a Ophidian Eye or a Curiosity or whatever.
It was a keen sense.
Okay, on Cam's Crystal, and I'm like, Snuff Out.
Yeah.
And then I
Yep.
had a game later where again I had a snuff out in hand and a fetch land in play, and somebody, I forget what the creature was, but I interacted with somebody's spell or whatever, fetched for a scrub land to be able to have the swamp for the snuff out, and then on end step or maybe even in response to like a fish or a Ristic cast, I cast an Enlightened Tutor, and I'm like, this is just too much fun, I don't get to do stuff like that in Timna Dargo because I
Yeah.
don't run snuff out, but
Turtles is a
Glad you're
really cool
enjoying
deck.
it.
yeah. But I got to get better at mulliganing the mulligans for sure. Making sure I have a draw engine turn 1 or turn 2. I was getting it far too slow, so gotta focus on that.
Yeah, got to turn your turbo brain back on just for
Mhm.
mulliganing.
Yep, exactly. But
It's always the
good
hardest part about
times when
anything, about any
what's
deck.
that?
That mulliganing. They say like
Oh,
mulliganing is like the most powerful thing you can do in cEDH, and it's like chess. It's easy to think you can mulligan, but impossible to master type deal.
yeah, yeah. And then, of course, just like everybody else, I'm going to be chasing this new Gleaming Splendor enchantment that makes ridiculous amounts of treasures to throw in there because, that's got to be fantastic. I can't wait to put that in Timna Dargo either. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we got Rugged Dookie in chat saying he's printing out 2 sheets of Gleaming Splendor just to have them ready. I will
Better
need
make
one of
that
those.
Yep.
one sheet.
Same.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
want 2. I'll take 2 because I got, Timna Dargo and Turtles now.
yeah, especially since the card's pre-ordering for $90 regular.
Mm,
So, oh, sorry, I think
yeah.
it's $75 for the regular printing and $90 for the poster printing, and then the Surge foil doesn't even have a price yet.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's crazy.
Yep, it'll be a little while before I get that. I'll try to find one at Breach maybe. So I don't even
Yeah.
know if Crystal's going to play the card, but I definitely need one for my collection.
Yeah, that's a staple
Yeah.
regardless.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cEDH staple for sure.
Yeah. So, and
Well,
that's actually to our, oh, sorry to cut you off, but
no.
I would recommend to our viewers, unless you find a great deal on one, like wait a week or two after pre-release. The FOMO is going to get you. It's tough, but prices will drop. And I see the card settling around 40, $50. I don't think it's going to stay around $75, $80.
Yeah,
So
at least the basic, non-foil is going to drop significantly, I'm sure.
exactly. So be patient. Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, I don't know if it still is, but for a long time it was the most popular Magic set of all time. So I think maybe Final Fantasy passed that, but regardless, it is one of, if not the most popular Magic set of all time. So I expect The Hobbit to be very popular as well. So if you're looking for like Orcish Bowmaster reprints, One Ring reprints, if you're looking for Gleaming Splendor, give it a couple weeks after release. Let all the whales open up their collector booster packs and sell all their stuff back to shops and do all that jazz, and then you can come up on your copy. That's, in my opinion, the smarter way to do things financially. And yeah, hopefully it pays off for you guys because there are a few chase cards and some good reprints in this set. Delighted Halfling needed a reprint. Glad to see that one get a reprint as well. So yeah, make your list. If you can trade for it, trade for it. If not, if you're going to pay cash, give it a little bit of time.
Yeah, working for the shop for the time that I did was through 2 pre-releases, and I saw exactly how that happens. Like everything gets spiked pre-release, then you get your copies, and then a week goes by, and then the full release is ready. Everyone gets their hands on the product, and then everything drops.
Sounds right. Sounds right.
Yeah, there will be your few anomalies that maybe there's a card people missed in the set and it'll shoot up a little bit in price because it becomes good. But outside of that, for the most part, the heavy hitter cards, it's definitely best to wait a little bit on.
Mhm.
So, guys, with all the crazy dwarves coming out that are in Boros colors, I'm kind of thinking I want to cook on my Yoshimaru Keta stick. See if it could become cEDH viable. It could be aggro as hell.
Yeah,
There's
it could be.
the thing that it struggled with before is the lack of card draw, but now all these weird pseudo card draw
Yeah,
things
you
that
got
they're
Black
dropping
Widow.
lately. Hmm
Black Widow is supposed to be
Um,
really good in Boros.
so yeah, I'm gonna get into the think tank on that one for a little bit.
Did you ever play Shu Yun in casual?
Don't think so.
Okay.
It's not ring a
Um,
bell.
It's he's Jeskai, and it's something to the effect of he has prowess, and it's something to the effect of you can pay. It has hybrid Boros, and he gets double strike until end of turn. So you just cast a few instants and sorceries, pump him up, and just smack the shit out of somebody and kill him. That is kind of the play pattern I see Yoshimaru Kedis having, where like you get really big and then you beat someone's ass and kill him, and then the whole table's like, "Fuck, we got to deal with this guy." Kind of like Slicer,
Yeah,
except
that's why I
Slicer
like
makes
the
his way
Kedis
around.
aspect, because with Yoshi Kedis, you can
Yeah,
smack somebody and kill him straight up with Commander, and then Kedis is just dealing that damage to other people. So I'm, knocking chunks of life off of people.
yeah, if you're smacking 21 at a time. So
Mm-hmm.
do it, man. Do it. For all
We'll
you
see what
know,
happens.
Ed might be running it in the next tournament. You never know.
Wouldn't that be
Yep.
something? He can add it to his 16 Commander decks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's some really cool commanders that are being printed in the Commander Mystery Booster
Mystery.
set.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was definitely looking at the spoilers today. I know there's not a lot of cEDH viable stuff necessarily until other people really get into the think tank, but just interesting things for sure.
Mm.
And then I'm curious about what you guys think about this new rule breaker mechanic, I guess, where it says, for instance, this Saluma Light of Asen, an angel warrior, says his rule breaker, a deck with this commander can have angel cards of any color identity and any basic land. So it seems like rule
That's cool.
breaker, for every rule breaker thing I saw, you can always have any basic land of any type and then something else with the broken rule, it seems like. So that's kind of wild, huh?
Yeah,
That
I think it's
sounds
pretty sweet.
interesting. I'm not a huge fan of it personally, but I mean that's just me. I'm an old head.
And then
I think some of them were very like mana intensive. I think they're not allowing these things to be pretty breakable, except for the blue white one. But even then, it's not the best.
sure. And then the other big one that I just thought was really fun because it harkens to the Garth One Eye is the Planeswalker that can be your commander now, Arzakon. That it's Wooburg for 4 loyalty, Planeswalker, Arzakon. It's +2 is a lightning bolt. It's -3 is to literally just create a Black Lotus, and it's -7 is a Time Twister. So it's just like, what the hell? I really hope that can be broken somehow, but I don't think
I
so.
mean,
It's on a Planeswalker.
is it not Displacer Kitten?
It doesn't cast. It says create a token,
Sure,
and then
sure.
each
And then you
player shuffles.
cast something off of the Black Lotus and blink it again.
Sure. I mean, it can be done, but it's not as straightforward, right?
But I mean, what's
But
drawing you the cards?
Yeah,
Like to
I
keep
mean,
to keep going and stuff. Like it seems like
Sure.
definitely seems like value, but like I don't see an apparent combo yet.
No,
see,
probably not yet.
that's why I think back to Garth One Eye, which creates the Black Lotus, and it actually casts the Black Lotus, right? Garth
Mhm.
creates a copy and you cast it. So one of the things with Garth is you do have Displacer Kitten or Deadeye Navigator, because you get the cast. So with this one, you'd have to have something else, as you're saying, Cam, to not only allow you to draw, but also do a cast. So it'd be a little bit harder to do than even go infinite with Garth's Black Lotus generation.
I mean, hear me out. Underworld Breach.
I think it just needs more setup, right? There's
Yeah.
nothing that's more
It's gonna-
easily to set up
gonna-
than the Garth lines that already exist, and those are too slow. But
Now if
it's
it made an
interesting. It's got
LED,
me thinking. Yeah.
if I made an LED, now you're cooking.
Dookie, I wish I had an OG Black Lotus just to casually throw down as a token for one of these cards.
Right. Thomas, thanks
Wild.
for dropping by in chat, asking if he can show up with a Battle of the Wits cEDH deck that is all top loaded, or should you get a DQ for taking too long to shuffle? Depends how long you take to shuffle, man. And
Um,
I've already been having this conversation with Matt because Matt has been wanting to play Yorion in EDH since we've been playing casual, and he has begged the play group to let him play Yorion in Commander, and we have not let him. And so now is his time to shine.
Yep.
He is already going to build a Battle of the Wits cEDH deck, so get ready to see it coming. I don't know if he'll triple sleeve it this time, but
250 cards is what the standard format of that deck was. So I'm wondering if it'll be 250 for cEDH too.
it'll probably be 200, I would imagine, right? Just
No,
straight
because Battle
200.
of Wits,
Uh,
it's an upkeep trigger that you have to have 200 cards in your deck. So
It
you
says
have to
you've
play.
started,
now I'm
right?
gonna just hold on. I'm gonna look it up.
I thought I looked it up today, and it says if you started with 200 cards in your deck. I thought I saw that, unless it's been errated.
At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 200 or more cards in your library,
Okay.
you win the game.
Yeah. There
Interesting.
is some sort of effect that does, I think, state that, but I think it's something that was printed recent,
Now I'm
like
curious.
in this set.
Maybe it was the new commander that references starting with your, because I know it says you have no maximum deck size, but maybe that one references
Yeah,
starting with
it's
your.
the blue
Oh
white
yeah,
one.
it says if you start with 200, then you can activate the ability for 3 less. Correct?
For free. Yeah, exactly. It's the commander
That's
that lets you play the Battle of Wits deck with Yorion.
that's the one that checks how much you started with.
Yeah.
I'm about to buy a foil Odyssey Battle of Wits before
Good
it
luck.
spikes even higher.
They're already $162.
I know, Jesus, that's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, the
It,
secret lair one's like pushing close to 500 now.
yeah,
Jesus.
wild,
That's crazy.
wild.
Matt's in chat saying
Oh,
quad sleeves.
all of a
The
sudden
deck that
he's
stop bullets.
welcome, Matt, to the first ever upkeep you've joined. What do you know?
Matt's in progress. Yep. What's the bibliophile? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was another one that caught my eye when I was looking at spoilers for sure. And then I'm trying to find it here. I forget what the card is, but something that creates a Lord of the Pit token. I'm just
Oh,
like, what?
I did not
The,
see that one.
the hearkening to the old school stuff is just really catching me because again, I'm an old
Yeah.
head.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They did print the
Here we
series
go.
of the dual colored like Moxen hunters or whatever they're, I don't know if hunters is the right word, but they're acorns. We can't use them in cEDH, but there's like triggers and abilities that allow you to like create a Mox Sapphire or create a Mox Ruby, but they're all acorn, so we can't
Yeah.
use them.
They
So
couldn't
again,
put
I
an
know,
acorn on Sticker Goblin though to make our lives easier, so we don't have to sit
right?
there with everybody doing stickers at pre-games every game.
So here I found this planeswalker that does the Lord of the Pit, and again, I know it's not cEDH viable, but I can't help but just rave about some of these things. So it's Tomil the Destroyer, 3 and 2 black for 4 loyalty. Tomil, +2 is create a 2/2 zombie. Its 0 is sack a creature, Dark Ritual, which is pretty badass.
That's
pretty
Minus
cool.
Yeah, -5, create a Lord of the Pit token. So it's a 4 generic, 3 black, 7/7 demon with flying and trample. And at the beginning of your upkeep, sack another creature. If you can't, this token deals 7 damage to you. Then you can use it as your commander. So
I
just
think it's
fun, silly
interesting
stuff.
when they make specific tokens and they have the mana cost, like the one that makes, we
Mhm.
looked up a couple episodes ago, that makes a Tarmogoyf token and it has the
Yeah.
mana value on it and stuff like that. I think that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because originally all tokens were all 0 CMC, and so now they're making like token specifics with CMCs, mana costs.
Yeah. All right, and then the last one, at least for the moment, because it's right here, and this one really blew my mind, is Ashaya's Enduring Bond, the legendary Gruul sorcery. Did you guys see this one?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So it's a legendary sorcery for 1 generic, a red, and a green. I'm going to jump right to the bottom text. It says Ashaya's Enduring Bond can be your commander. A legendary
What's-
sorcery can be your commander. Right? Okay. And then it says discover X, where X is the amount of mana to spent to cast this spell. So better cascade in the command zone on a legendary sorcery that costs 3 mana.
Well, where you at, Christian? It's Gruul.
That's exactly who I
Yeah.
thought of. Where's Havoc? Havoc, get in here right now. Tell us what you're doing with this.
Post your
my
deck
God.
list. We know you have one.
Yeah.
I am so excited to see people play this card, whether it's in the command zone or not. I think that's just wild.
Yeah, a legendary sorcery. That's your commander. Well, I mean,
Yep.
that literally opens up the floodgates to anything.
Oh,
Legendary enchantments. That's going to be your commander. Legendary artifacts. It's going to be your
Yep.
commander.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
we already have
crazy.
legendary enchantments as commanders, though.
Well, that's true. Legendary creature enchantments. Yes.
Yep.
No, backgrounds.
Oh, true.
Fair.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, in a way, because they have to have a creature to go with it. But yes, they are in the command zone.
Yeah.
So I did want to just talk briefly, and we can move on to a totally different topic, but I did want to talk about Polabao, Lock Rascal. Um, this is a rare instance where development said, "Sorry, we fucked up. Wording is incorrect on the card. Reading the card does not explain the card." Um, and so it is a rule breaker. It is a blue 2/3/2 otter. Bottom text does not matter, but in the rule breaker text it says a deck with this commander can have instant sorcery cards of one additional color, not in the commander's color identity, and any basic land cards. So to clear this up, because there was confusion as to when this first came out, you get to play, if you are choosing red, for example, as your second color identity, you can play Lightning Bolt. You can play a card similar called Mystic Retrieval, which is a blue, but it has a flashback cost of 2 in a red. So it is a it color identity. However,
name of the card?
because Polabao or
No.
Mystical Retrieval.
Mystical what?
Mystic Retrieval. However, because you chose red as your second color identity, your deck is considered it, and you cannot play a spell such as Ancient Grudge, where it is a red spell that has a green flashback cost. So just think of it as if you play Tolabao, you're playing a 2-color deck, and those are the colors of your identity. That's really it. It wasn't like where you could say, "Can I play Manamorphose?" No, you can't, because that is a Gruul color identity in a blue plus deck. So, just to clear that up.
Okay.
I think the real question is, why does Wizards keep messing up with otters?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, why does it have to be otters? Like, why? Like,
yeah, we had Lutri and now
And now
Tolabao.
Tolabao. Yep.
Nadu wasn't an otter, huh? That was a bird, right?
I don't know. It's wearing a mask. No.
Yeah, that's a good call out. Interesting.
Yeah, so it's pretty much
thanks for
like
that, 'cause-
very clarification for our viewers and stuff. So
What were you
it
saying, Ken?
reminds me of the colorless commander from the first Commander Legends, the Piper, was it? Prismatic
Yeah,
Piper or something?
Prismatic Piper.
Yeah, where you get to choose the color that it is, so you can make
Mhm.
whatever color commander pairing you wanted. That kind of reminds me of that. So it's pretty much a blue commander that you get to choose what the second color
Mhm.
is for your dual color deck. So that's pretty cool. I think it adds some cool
Yeah.
flexibility. I think you're going to see some pretty unique stuff at tables, at casual tables and stuff like that. It means you're probably never going to see the same whatever his name is twice.
Yeah. Yeah, I think honestly, it's got an like it makes creature tokens with prowess, and it doesn't have a restriction. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery, make a 1/1 with prowess. That is also an otter. So I mean, the capabilities of like that being in blue green. I mean, during Vitality, your otters now untap with Valley Floodcaller. Gaia's Cradle shit. Like, seems like blue green is a good start for that.
definitely.
Hard to argue with that.
Yeah, and then even in red, there's the other otter, the one that pings,
Mhm.
crustacean mage. There's a lot of other stuff that makes that makes blue red
Crustacean
otters
Rage.
with prowess.
Crustacean Rage. Yeah, Thunder Trap Trainer makes tokens too in blue. There's a lot of otters. There's a lot of good otters. Crazy.
Yeah,
Tribal deck times. Gonna be all kinds of crazy tribal deck stuff. I mean, we've got a squirrel deck that's viable in CDH. I almost got my ass kicked by a squirrel army on Friday night.
Was it
yeah.
Chatterfang or Squirrel Girl?
No,
Squirrel
Squirrel
Girl.
Girl.
Squirrel Girl.
Yep. Yep. And I know that guy got a game, didn't he, Cam?
Yeah, and he was a new cEDH player. No, he didn't beat me.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. I thought
oh,
I
okay.
lost to Raph and Mikey.
Oh, I was like, I thought with dead last that was like your third loss or something.
No, I didn't even see. I didn't even run into him. There was like 3 or 4 new cEDH players that Oscar's group, that Oscar got into playing, as well as Ethan.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so, Ethan, shout out to you for what's it called, for winning on the night with 2 wins. Congrats, dude! You're killing it. Can't wait to see how
Yeah.
you do at Breach.
Mhm.
Maybe one day you'll use proxies, and we'll see you with some duels
Yeah.
instead of fetching for triomes and shocks.
There you
For
go.
real. Time to level up.
Yeah,
Dookie says that other dude was new too. Yeah, the Squirrel Girl guy. Yep, Oscar's friend. I was so surprised to see Oscar sitting down to play CDH, and I asked him, I was like, "So, why are you playing CDH?" And his answer was literally something along the lines of, "There's not a lot of casual players here anymore." And I'm like, "Yes,
Good, good.
Yes.
And yeah, double
Yes.
silence did save us. I forgot about that, Thomas. Thomas and I were in the same game. Of course, Thomas won that game with Squirrel
Of
Girl.
course. Yeah.
Um,
Of course.
but we did the math. He could have had thousands of squirrels by turn 3, I think it was. And so he got Orange chanted one turn, silence the next turn, and then Thomas won, as Thomas does.
Yep.
Yeah, I like seeing new players win. I wasn't salty about losing to the first draft in Mikey, because it was this dude's first cEDH tournament, first time playing and stuff like that. So it was a really cool experience. One of the players, I wanted to go up to him afterwards and tell him like, "Hey, dude, good game. Like that was good and stuff. I just didn't get a chance to." But one thing I wasn't fond of is one of the players at our table afterwards was just, and he was, I don't want to throw any names out there, but he's a very experienced player, but he was just like, "That sucked." And to me, I'm like, he's a new player. He's stoked that he just got his first win. Like, you don't want to discourage him from playing the deck and
Right.
discourage him from playing. He was like, you can tell he was nervous, and he was just like really quiet the whole time. And then as soon as he got the win, like he just had this big old smile on his face. Like it was really, and then like I saw him even afterwards, like he made a phone call and he was like, "Yeah, I won my first game," like blah, blah, blah. So it's like, if you guys are out there, just make sure that like, it does suck to lose, and it does suck when you're sitting down with new players and you have that thought in the back of your head. You're like, "Okay, I got this," and then you do lose to them, but just remember what it's like to get your first win and to get your win. We always talk about Ken Bauman's quote, "Be the person you want to lose to." That's what we're talking about right there, because I remember getting my first win at a tournament, and it was cool. It made me want to come back, made me want to play. So, I'm really glad that we've got these new players trying these fringe decks out and doing well with them, because yeah, it's just, I mean, it's what we want the community to be.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Definitely. Jinx.
And then the second time I lost to Raph and Mikey was against Kevin Campbell. And so that one I was like, this sucks. Because of who I lost.
Yeah. That's pretty
And
funny.
so, yeah, like it was funny.
That's
Immediately after that match, I was like, there was some weird politicking going on with Ryan and stuff. And immediately after that match, I was like, I'm gonna go get a beer. And so I went next door and had a couple beers. And then at the end of the night, Ryan was like, "Are you okay, dude?" Like after that game, I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm good." And he was like, "Yeah, after the game, you went to go get a beer. I just want to make sure you're good." I was like, "Oh no, dude, I just wanted to get a beer before it was too late in the night. Don't even trip. Like that was just a game." But yeah,
It says
so
his first standard F&M, he got second place, and it was hooked on Magic. Yeah, that's how it goes. All you need is
Yeah.
that one good win early on, and then you just want to keep going from there. I think that's what Vivi Ryan felt like. That's why he's, getting all the heat he's getting right now for
Yeah,
politicking so
he's
much.
starting to become he's starting to become infamous.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty
So
funny. If you don't know what we're talking about, join our Discord and snoop around a little bit. You'll see some pretty creative tokens made
yeah.
for him.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not on our Discord, jump in because it's a lot of fun. A lot of people are in there joking around, having a good time with each other and stuff. So it's a great community overall, and I love being a part of it with everybody.
Dookie says he remembers when Julian helped him beat Thomas, and now he likes to play bracket 5. It's the
I
way it
still never
goes.
beat Thomas in a game of
Hey,
Magic. To this day, I've never beaten Thomas in a game of Magic.
yeah, I think he's still got my like #1 rival spot on Play Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's got a nemesis or two out there, huh?
Yep, that's my arch rival, Tomas.
All right, guys, I want to talk about power creep for just a second because our good buddy Matt Westover posted this, and I don't know if everybody saw it, but we got a spoiler for this new Bejeweled Warg, which is a 1 generic and a green for a 3/2 trample. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, choose 1, put a 1/1 counter on target wolf you control, or create a treasure token. So it's a 2-drop, 3/2 trample with an attack trigger or combat damage trigger that's a choice. And then he posts it next to a Magic the Gathering Core 12 set Garruk's or Garruk. I've never known how to say that properly. Garruk.
Rook?
Yeah, Garruk's Companion, which is a 3/2 trampler for just 2 green pips. So over, what is that, 14 years ago, 2 green pips, all that got you was a 3/2 trampler and a whole bunch of flavor text to explain what trample is. And now we get 3/2 tramplers with crazy abilities for a generic and a green.
And
That's what the
splashable.
world coming to. Yeah, right.
Yeah, even more splashable because it's only 1 pip.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah, that's wild. That it just makes a straight up treasure. Like, can you imagine if that set was like modern legal?
Jesus.
That card would be a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 3/2 trample. When it deals damage, you get a treasure.
Yeah.
Too good. Too
Untapped, right?
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give it haste. Might as well give it haste.
Jesus, uncounterable too. I mean, we got one of those in Edge of Eternities.
Yep.
God.
Wild.
Just
Yeah.
makes me think what else we'll be getting with all these Universes Beyond things over the next few years.
Yeah.
More and
Dr.
more stuff,
Spock's gonna be
obviously
wild.
going back to the old school too, like more of these things that create old school cards and tokens and stuff like that. Because the power creep, like you got a fucking planeswalker that makes a Lord of the Pit back when it was just in the 90s, Lord of the Pit was still a viable thing. Crazy. Sorry,
Gotta
I'm
sell
a bit
product.
blown away by these spoilers today. Yeah, gotta sell. Late stage capitalism, right?
Yeah. So I mean, if they're not slapping some IP on it, they got to make it powerful, or both.
No.
Yeah.
Thomas says that card won't even see standard play because all green decks are just Badger Mole code.
It's true.
Makes sense.
I'm
Yeah,
not
Badger
really
Mole's a
even
wild
in
card.
standard enough, but yeah, I do know a little bit about that, and it's crazy that that's what it is.
Nick says with great power comes great responsibility. ... Or you just have to ban it. Yep.
There it is.
Well
Give
said.
it the
Well
hammer.
said. Well said.
All right, I'll get off
So-
my soapbox on all the spoiler stuff.
So how's so I mean, unfortunate night for you, Cam, but what are some evolutions for Crystal? What are you thinking for Breach?
Claim the Firstborn is a card I'm actively testing and looking for. I think it's great pseudo removal. It gets pesky things off of other players' boards. Doesn't necessarily kill them or permanently get rid of them, but it relinquishes control. And for those who aren't aware, it's a 1 red sorcery. Gain control of target creature, converted mana cost 3 or less. It gains haste, or untap it, it gains haste until end of turn. So it's good for stealing things like Dranith Magistrates, if I don't have my crystal out, Orcish Bowmasters, things of that nature. Or it's good at untapping crystal or giving her haste so that I can use her mana ability right away. And it's a 1 red sorcery, so essentially it's, you know, an ancestral recall, a red ancestral recall when you have a curiosity on crystal. So that's the big tech that I'm really testing right now with it, which isn't like super big, but I feel like I've really honed in on my list, and it's been going pretty smoothly. A lot of new crystal players, actually, there's a few crystal players that have been recommending my list to new crystal players. So now that I'm at that point, I feel like I've kind of gotten the core of it down, and it's just minor tweaking here and there. So I'm in full on practice mode for Breach now, not necessarily experimental mode.
Nice.
So how about you? Any new crystal tech that you've been wanting to try?
I was literally just looking at my list, and I slotted in a Sylvan Library.
Oh,
Wanting
yeah.
to see how that plays out. Haven't got a lot of practice recently because I wasn't there on Friday. And my spell table time is limited, but it's going to be even more limited once I'm starting school next Monday. So we'll see how that folds into my Magic schedule. But I also put in flash photography, and I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about all those higher mana cost things. But I have a package that I'm interested in trying out. It's kind of intense. It's Shifting Woodland, Mana Vault, Reclaim, which I gotta give you some credit on that, Cam. Reclaim is a cool thing to add into this package. But it's Intuition, Savine's Wreck, which I'm not on either one of those right now. And then Wild Research. So I want to be able to recur things that do get randomly dumped into the yard, um, and take advantage of them being in the yard through Shifting Woodland. Mana Vault allows me to cast Wild Research and activate it off of 2 colored pips plus the Vault. So I think it's kind of a cool idea to be able to utilize the graveyard a little bit more as well as just the cards in your hand. And then Reclaim plus Noxious Revival and Intuition guarantees you get the card in a way. It just goes on top of your library or in your hand.
Yeah,
So
makes sense. That sounds interesting. I've been on Sylvan Library for about 2 weeks now. I put it in as a placeholder. I put that and Summer Bloom in as a placeholder. Never liked Summer Bloom. I didn't end up liking it, but I liked Sylvan Library so much I've kept it in. We don't use our life total at all in the deck, and people don't swing at me because I don't use my life total. So whenever I play Sylvan Library, I'm just
Note to
ripping
self.
8 life, 8 life, 8 life, just ripping it off top, right? And so it's been, if you can land it early, it's been great, and it triggers crystal. If you're trying to play later and you're really desperate and you want to pay 2 mana to draw 3, then it triggers crystal later. But it's been gas for me. So I know Ian's been running it in his list, and a lot of people are skeptical about it, but it's kind of one of those cards. Like, I mean, people know what Sylvan Library does, they know how powerful it is, but it hasn't seen a lot of play recently because there's just been other draw engines that outpace it. But it's, you have to play it in action. I think you have to see it in action in order to really feel what it's doing for the deck, because it'll just get you to those turns.
I was surprised to see you drop Sylvan Library the other day, Julian. I haven't seen it in a while. To your point, Cam, there's just too many other better draw engines than Library, and that used to be a staple in cEDH decks was Sylvan Library. But I think when Bowman came out, Sylvan Library disappeared a lot because it triggers Bowman whether you keep the cards or not.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how people work around that as well.
But it is a May.
It is a
Mhm.
May, but if you
Yeah.
look at the 3, those are technically drawing 3.
Draws, correct. Yeah.
Even if you put 2 of the 3 back. So it can feed Bowman more than people might realize.
Yeah, I've got 2 other cards too that I'm interested in trying out eventually, which is Flickering Ward and Whip Silk.
Whip Silk is
Um,
fun. That's interesting tech.
yeah, so it's just a way to keep a lot of interaction in your hand and get a crystal trigger, and then it just sits on her for a while, and then at the end of the last player's turn, you can return it back to your hand for green, keep some cards, and then keep your interaction in your hand, and that way you're not just feel like you have to spend interaction in order to get a crystal trigger. And then
Makes sense.
Flickering Ward is similar, where it gives you protection from black if you want it, or whatever, for a red, and then you can return it to your hand if you need to.
Nice.
So lots of stuff still down the pipeline for me, at least, because I just don't get to practice as much.
Makes sense. Yeah. So, all right, gentlemen. That wraps up everything I have to say for tonight. I don't know about you, gentlemen.
No, I'm spent, I guess, at the moment. Need more spoilers to rant and rave about.
Right? As if we
Yeah.
didn't get enough.
Right.
They just dumped like what 50 on us, 60, something like that.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I did get a new headphone holder.
Oh, nice. I like it. I
It's
like
super.
it.
It was on sale at Target for like $5.
Nice.
Or even cheaper than that. But I was like, I can't pass that up. I love it. Cute. But yeah, that's it now.
Well, I think that's all we got. So thanks to everybody who joined us here live tonight. Make sure that you guys tune in with us every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time here at youtube.com/InResponseMTG25 for the live show. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on our IG, YouTube, and follow us wherever you get your podcasts. Shout out to our sponsors, Clovis Cards and Comics, and shout out to our patrons, Tac G, Thomas G, Roommate. We appreciate all the support, and thank you all so much. Until next time,